You may have caught wind of the legal tussle involving the National Association of Realtors and real estate commissions. Traditionally, the setup was sort of like a dinner party where the host, the seller, picks up the tab for everybody's brokers, both the listing agent and the buyer's agent, with all the financial details listed on the MLS site. However, after this lawsuit, it's going to be a little different. And this is statewide, not just West Virginia. So in the past, we started home shopping. As soon as the buyer found some properties he wanted to see, buyers didn't need to think about a buyer agent fee because it was covered by the seller and everybody knew that. So here's how it's changing. First, a signed buyer agency agreement is required before an agent can show any property. And in that agreement, there's the buyer agent fee. So, as part of the offer on a home, not only will the price and terms be negotiated, but the buyer can request that the seller cover all or a portion of the buyer agent fee. And it's very likely that the seller will agree to that. But if not, the buyer has two options. He can decide to move on to other properties or opt to cover the portion of the fee that the seller is not paying. And before previewing any home, we'll call the agent to inquire if the seller is open to making a contribution toward the buyer agent fee. If the answer is a hard no, then the buyer can decide if he even wants to preview the house in the first place. I'd be surprised if there's many hard no's. And you may be thinking that just going directly through the listing agent could make things simpler, and it is a common thought. But under the new rules, you would still need a written agreement specifying the commission, which could still end up being your responsibility if the seller doesn't pay. So you might as well have someone who is 100% on your side, representing you. Do I like all these changes? Not particularly, but they're doing it anyway. When I'm representing a buyer, I will do everything I can to negotiate the best deal, including a contribution from the seller.
This is my client's offer, with a request that seller contribute to buyer agent fee.
Like I said, it's very likely sellers will agree to do that because if they don't, there's going to be a large percentage of buyers that won't be able to buy their house. So that's the situation. And I hope it clarifies things. And thank you for tuning in. I'm here if you have any questions about it. I imagine there's going to be some confusion in the beginning, but over time it'll all normalize again.
Be sure to subscribe for more videos. Thanks.